volume on? Can I talk? Hey guys.
That was 14U Major. Lane McGinnis greeting everybody today. Sorry. Good afternoon. Welcome to Marlborough, Massachusetts, the New England Sports Center, where your Connecticut Polar Bears are taking on the 1494 hockey team out of Eastern Pennsylvania and the DMV. Initially won by the Polar Bears behind the net. From the corner to the corner. Maurice will send that up. Polar Bears have an opportunity to take it to the center. Skate blocks in the circle, and it comes back to the blue line. 1494s have it. Polar Bears steal it away. That Charlotte Riddell coming up. Poked away in the neutral zone. Out of face-off. Switcheroo. Back to the goalkeeper. Intended for the defenseman. Flip the middle to the circle. Polar Bears had 3 days of practice, by the way, this past week. Got a chance to know each other. With girls as far away as Nevada. Going to the Hutchinson. Playing with the Polar Bears. 1494s have it, but take it offside. Back behind the net. Push forward. Peterson has it. Takes it across the blue line. Pass forward to Lipinny. Just glances off her stick. Bears have the zone. Gross will have that in the circle behind the goal line. Create a space for speed. Passes it up. Hits Alexa Pizarnik. And Marcelo Maurice there. Tries to make a play on that. That'll come forward. Puck will go high. Brianna White will have a chance at it. Polar Bears getting the better end of that interaction. White, backhanded pass to Pizarnik. Through the circle. Shot. High into the glove. Polar Bears. $14.94. Takes the puck up. through the neutral zone, to the circle, looks for a pass, to the center, doesn't find it, taken away. I'll come back, Rydell. Nope, sorry. Didn't have enough juice to get back to Rydell. 1494 takes that through the neutral zone. Peterson out, gets knocked down to the ground. Peterson have a chance to sneak it in. Does. Puts it in. Takes advantage. 1-0 for the Polar Bears over 1494 after the opportunistic score by Abigail Peterson. No, this commentator is not in any way biased toward that particular player. I remain perfectly neutral, no bias. And if you believe that, I have some swampland to sell you in Florida. A pick play by 1494 on Peterson. They will undoubtedly pay a bit more attention to her. He digs it up, sends it around the rim, over toward Penny. '94s almost lost a stick. One of the Polar Bears should have known that by the blue tape. Shot low off the stick of the goalkeeper who covers, freezes. So score remains 1-0. Programming note: these are two 22-minute halves, not three 15-minute periods. FYI. My apologies that I'm not calling out more names, but for some reason, the list that I made yesterday is not syncing. So it is what it is. Coming out, Pizarnik makes a little pressure play, forces 1494 to pass that off. They'll get the zone, but without control. Maurice makes a play, or tries to make a play. 1494 is there at the center, taken away by Adriana White. To the Polar Bears. Managed to keep it going. There's Pizarnik. Pizarnik through the circle, looks for the pass, knocked away. That'll come up. Maurice will give chase. 94's half-heartedly. Maurice turns it around. There, through the center, across the blue line. 24 for the Polar Bears. Shot. Wide to the side. Now my list is thinking. That was Dakota Boyle, by the way. Up to Rydell will be offside. .94s through the neutral zone. Rydell, staring off a 2-1-1, forces her to go wide. Pass back to the point. Low shot, deflected to the center. Fortunately, takes a bounce in favor of the Polar Bears. 1494 still temporarily in possession. Another shot from the point. This time slightly up. Gabby. I'll get these names right yet. Gab Glyer. Somebody. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing names. I'm right. Anyway, she makes the save. And that'll be Angela LaRoche coming up. Roche in the corner. Curl, little Gretzky turn. Makes a shot. Gross. Hard shot low, hoping to go 5-hole. Saved by the 94's goalkeeper. Nora Demonsky, an offensively minded defenseman. Peterson has it. Peterson in traffic. Gets it. Looks through the circle. Curls herself. Pass. Back to Summer Discordia. Discordia sends that. Gross. Back to the point. Demonsky. Peterson knocked down. 1494 is not playing nice. That's okay. It's 16U hockey. Gross managed to keep that there. Peterson covering for Demonsky and coming off to the bench. Demonsky still out there. In comes Caulfield. Wallfield off the skate, through the circle, takes a shot, puts it in top corner. 2-0, Polar Bears. Face-off taken by Wallfield, she who just scored. Heads back in the direction of Pazarek. Back to White. Up to Boyle. Wallfield there. Back to the corner. Over she and Boyle. 1494s try to break it out. Doesn't happen that time. 94s have a slight advantage. White takes that away. White, by the way, playing for the Frederick Gun School, along with her new teammate, Abigail Peterson. We have several players for the Hotchkiss School. Here goes Alexis Pazarek. She's playing for Choate. Veritable who's who of the New England prep schools. Peterson, pass to Rydell. Harper Murray was there. Peterson manages to keep that in the zone for a moment. Now come up the side. 1494 is taken to the blue line. It'll be a mad dash. Rydell not giving up. That'll end up with Baden. Madison Baden from Reno, Nevada. I have to make sure I say that right, Nevada. She will also be going to the Hotchkiss School. $14.94 is below the goal line, taken away by LaRoche. LaRoche gets it across the blue line. Gross will be there to give chase for the moment. And icing, so that'll bring it all the way back here. 11:44 to go in the first, by the way. Apologies for not having a clock. But that's when you make as much do as you can with limited Wi-Fi that you have. Peterson taking the face-off duties. For those following home, you're probably going to see players in a variety of different positions. Polar Bears usually use Beantown as a chance to tune up their rosters, figure out who fits in which space. So don't be surprised if you see some traditional wingers lining up at center, centers lining up at winger, people lining up at defense, dogs and cats getting along. Peterson digs it out, sends it up around, sort of around the rim anyway. Gross will have it. She'll head up. Opts to dump. Buys time for a line change. That line will go off, and on comes Pizarnik. On comes Wallfield. Gross still out. He'll take the puck. Tried to get it, tried to sneak it to Demonski. We'll have it. Here comes Wallfield again. She's got speed. She's got a heck of a shot. Let's see what she does this time. Opts to take the pass. Sends it over to Pizarnik. Pizarnik will send it back. Batted down. Not that time. Good setup. Love the look. Shot. Save. That will come long, and it'll come back as an icing. Maurice, Pizarnik. Pizarnik tries to stick handle around. She's swarmed by the bumblebees. Boyle wanted to find a pass in center. Pizarnik pokes that away. Around there. Intended from Murray to LaRoche. That shot will go rather high. Come back. LaRoche giving chase. Shot. Save. Rebound takes a crazy bounce, but it doesn't go in, and in the end, that's what matters most. Rydell. Pass intended for Murray. Goes long, comes back as an icing. 8:51 remaining in the first half. Again, just a reminder for those of you, and for those of you just tuning in, programming note, these are two 22-minute halves, not three 15-minute periods. LaRoche takes the face-off. Takes it, bounces it. Off of Murray. .94 tries to get across the center, gets into the zone, albeit not with much control. Rydell manages to just sneak it across. 1494s will have to retreat. Plays in the neutral zone, blocked by LaRoche. Pinney now out on the ice. Peterson, Gross. Rydell. And Summer Discordia. Discordia has it. Makes the turn, gets sent down. And gets it across the blue line. That'll be a hooking call. First penalty of the game coming up. Should be on 1494. And it is. So we'll get a 2-minute. Pass, D to D, with White. White looks to the corner. Finds Boyle. Boyle took a shot, saves, goes across the blue line. Maurice. Ends up with Pizarnik. Pizarnik wanted to get a pass over to Wallfield. Blocked. Boyle again to Pizarnik. Pass from Maurice to Wallfield. Wallfield managed to get the shot off, but stick block. Anyway, to Boyle, that one goes just off to the left. Maurice, again, similar setup. Pizarnik wanted to probably get it between her feet, sneak it in. Not that time. Pass back to White at the point. White to Wallfield. Wallfield looking, tries to soft shoe it in. Pizarnik looking for the backhand. 1, 2, 3. That one ends up on the net. So it's a shot attempt, but sadly not on goal. White manages to keep it in the zone. Polar Bears begin their first shift. Change. 28 seconds now remain. Out comes Harper Murray. Out comes Maddie Baton. Angela LaRoche. And apologies, I don't have 73's name. Back to the point. Brodell wanted to give it to Murray. Gave it to Murray. Gives it back. Murray from the point. Takes a shot. Goes low, bounces off somebody's skate, I think. Ends up in the corner. We'll have a slight kerfuffle. There goes 1494. And there goes the puck. There it comes back. That one ultimately frozen. Hi, how are you? June Hodson from Austin, Texas. Going to Westminster in the fall. Thank you. I assume Dad. There you go. I'm not sure why she's not on the roster I looked at, but there you go. June Hodson, Westy. So yes, if you add your comments, I get to see them. That's fun. Not sure if it comes through in the live stream, but I get to see them anyway. Anyway, point. White. Shot. Save. Goalkeeper for 1494. 4 minutes and 44 seconds, by the way. Suppose I should tilt up a little bit. There. Give you a chance to see the time. So 36 seconds left in the second penalty for 1494. But again, the nice number to see is the 2. Opposite the 0. Love that number. White, top of the circle, dancing, little soft shoe. Pass. Oh, try to pass again. Pizarnik. Pass intended for Wallfield. Goes loose, picked up by Maurice. That goes up in the air. Looked like it was going back, but that's just our angle. Ended up going toward us. Sneaky puck. Pizarnik battling behind the net. Bears on the change. Pizarnik has it, sends it back to White. White loses it as her feet. That's okay. Goes back, goes a little long. Power plays over. Pass forward to Gross. Peterson will move it forward. Pass to Penny. Penny will send that long. Picked up behind the net. Gross will fight to contain it. 3.5 minutes now left in the first half. Peterson. To Demonsky. Shot. Peterson takes it. Gets the second one. Top shelf. Opportunistic grab by Abigail Peterson. Again, no bias on this commentator's part. That makes the important number even prettier now. Like 3, nothing. I apologize for any of the 1494s. Yeah, like seeing that. There you go. Summer Discordia sends that forward to Liv Penny. Penny dumps it in the zone. Peterson and Gross come off. Out will come LaRoche. And Harper Burke. Back to Demonsky. Rydell, back to Demonsky. Murray unceremoniously shoved into the glass. 1494s. Sent off by Blair. LaRoche. Behind the goal line. Sneaky little pass. Poked away. 2 minutes now left in the half. Also out is June Hodson. Thanks again, Dad, for giving me that name. Loose puck sent in. Angela LaRoche, goal number 4 for the Polar Bears. Again, right place, right time. Having, as they say, a nose for the puck does not hurt. Puck sent back, intended for somebody. Ends up with Hodson. Hodson sends that forward. Zarek to Wallfield. Wallfield looking for a pass intended for Boyle. And that'll be Rydell going into the corner. Hodson. Little whiff. Still manages to get it. That's all right. These things happen. Peterson out on the ice. Around 1. Across the blue line. 1 in front, 1 behind. Peterson. Little toe drag move. Shot. Hat trick! Hat trick Peterson! We'll take it. First game. Okay. Not a bad way to start the season. That puts the Polar Bears up 5 with 36 seconds left to go in the first half. We still have 22 minutes of this to go, folks. Gross. Gets it up to Peterson. Peterson, 1 around. This time they're not going to be nice. Peterson off. Gives way to LaRoche. LaRoche fire, saved by the keeper. 6 seconds. 0.1 if we're going to be technical about this. 6.1 seconds. Because that 1/10 of a second really is going to make a significant difference in the outcome of this game. Oh. Pass from Baden to Hodson, but just not enough time. All right, you got a little break here, probably a minute or so. We'll be back for the second half. 5 more, we'll find out. Welcome back. We're going to keep the same sides, apparently. There you go. All right. White to LaRoche. LaRoche to the circle. Looks for a pass. Score is still 5-0, by the way. I know we're all waiting on bated breath to know exactly what the score is. LaRoche taking the face-off. LaRoche, I'm sorry. Sorry, it's the Québécois getting in me. LaRoche. So if you're in Quebec, it's La Roche. Here it's La Roche.
Couldn't get my hat through the net.
Up, offside is the very loudly screamed call. If there was any doubt that it was offside. White tries to tip it up the board, ultimately does get it to Harper for a moment. Little scrum right there in front of the Olympic rings. Taken away by La Roche. There we go. Murray, dangling. Fighting. They're fighting with each other. The puck is meaningless at this point. Murray, all alone looking for pass, gets it to Maurice. Maurice sends that forward. Good, solid shot. Just, didn't go in. Darn goalkeeper getting in the way. Discordia sent that forward. Hard shot, scramble on the backside of the net. Thought that went in for a moment. I was wrong. Wallfield fighting. Now we're getting some scrappy-doo. Forward, Wallfield in a foot race. Comes up with it, gets it to Pizarnik. Pizarnik on the shot. No call on the contact. All right, fine. I see how it is. All right, cool. 1494 picks that up. Not happening today. Pizarnik. Wallfield. Across the center, across the blue, dumps it, makes the line change. Gross, Penny, Peterson. To Rydell. Rydell through the circle. Center, slot. Sends it. Oh, just off to the left. Saved by the keeper. Gross. Covering is Peterson. Peterson will send it D to D. To Hudson. Off the stick. Peterson will be there. Gets it behind the goal line. She'll look for a pass. Sauce to Hudson. Hodson, sorry. Peterson in the corner. Again to Hodson. Hodson shot into the glove. Save. Good series. Controlling everything. 1907. Gross. Hodson. Rydell. Shot. Blocks off the stick. Peterson ends up with it behind the goal line. Oh, backwards over to Penny in the opposite corner. To the center where Gross is waiting. Takes a swing. Doesn't quite get there. 1494s end up with it for a second. Peterson manages to force it. Over to Penny. Penny looking for something in the center. Gross knocks it down. Picks it up on her own. No hand pass. Hodson. Shot goes off Gross and goes across the blue line. Delayed offside. 94s pick it up. so glad USA Hockey is doing delayed offside at this age level now. So you're getting play-by-play and commentary on the state of USA Hockey. Not a fan of the fact that they won't let me put microphones on the kids, however. Oh well. LaRoche at the rings. At the big ring. Shot. 1494 picks it up. Poked away by Maurice. Ultimately ends up with Murray, then to White. White looks past, tape to Murray. Murray forward to LaRoche, just a little bit past the stick. Maurice, White. Maurice will send that back. Over to Murray. Murray sends it long. Wallfield. Sends somebody down to the ice. Pizarnik. Back to White. White. Goes to the center. Fires into the glove. 17-11 remaining in the second half. Polar Bears still ahead 5-zip. Looks like Wallfield's taking the face-off duties. Pizarnik and Boyle. White dancing at the blue line. Has it, chips it. Sends it to Pizarnik. Pizarnik will send that back. No passing sequence. Wallfield in the center gets knocked over. And that's going to be an interference call. Call on Brianna White. That's nonsense. Utter nonsense. And I'm not saying that because her dad's standing to my left. It's utter nonsense.
We call.
Yes, indeed, we call. Shout out, hashtag hi mom. .1494 is on their power play opportunity. Careful, kids. Ice is slippery, and the center ice line is especially bad. Look. New hashtag, ice be slippery. In the corner. Discordia gets it loose. Sends it over to Demonsky. Demonsky up the boards. To Penny. Demonsky again. To Peterson. Looks. Sauce. Long. Buys time. Peterson back off. One minute left in the weak penalty power play. Baden. LaRoche. 1494's has it. He's eating time. It's fine. Stay in your zone. No big deal. Baden finally gets it across the blue line. Doesn't matter, got there. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter how. Ooh, shot. High. Did that go off something? I don't look like it was redirected. If I had slow-mo, you'd do it. Anyway, here comes Wallfield. Little bicycle kick. There's the Wallfield. Puck loose at center. Discordia takes a shot. Wallfield wanted the tip in. Didn't happen that time. Just Pizarnik. Pizarnik sends it to Discordia on the backside. Discordia again at the point. Wallfield covering. Pizarnik. Loose. Wallfield getting sticks everywhere. Pizarnik. I think Boyle finished the job that Pizarnik began, and that'll be Dumansky. Having that, she realizes she's got space and time. Dumansky manages to bring that out. Peterson. Oh, had it taken away from her that time. Punished by Dumansky. Levin's going to the box. Dumansky to the box for tripping. I'm sorry, but I think the only person tripping is the ref. Hashtag ref be tripping. Peterson taking the face to the left of the goal. White ends up near Peterson. Peterson not expecting it to go quite the direction it went. 1494s have it below the goal line. It'll be Gross. Chip, Peterson will chase that. No icing called. Peterson was there in time, so we'll fake out. McDangles into the corner. Peterson has it. Delayed offside, so we'll try this again. Buck 10, by the way. Gross. White. Maurice will send it back that way. Comes to Gross. Peterson's off in favor of Harper Murray. Maurice again. Angela LaRoche. That'll come back. 12 flat with 36 seconds left in the power play. Blair makes the stop. 94 send that wide to the left. 11:40. Picked up by LaRoche. That'll come long. Goalkeeper stops it. That's it. Bears kill off the second. Pizarnik. Aggressive. Like it. Pizarnik takes the shot. And a save. Good save by the keeper. 11:05 left in the second half. Score still stands 5-0 for the good guys. Pizarnik has it. Takes a shot. Save. Pass to the center. Wallfield takes a shot that time. Goes up and over the net. Pizarnik. No, sorry, that's not Wallfield. That was Dakota Boyle. So Pizarnik on the assist. Boyle gets it to her. Not sure on the secondary assist. If the order is to be believed, it's Wallfield. Puck luck for the Bears today. A battle with Pizarnik and Wallfield. 1494's come up with the better of it that time. in the corner. Wallfield ends up with it after brief exchanges. Boyle. Intended toward Pizarnik. Pizarnik will sort of have it. Demonsky, good hustle. Penny out. And Peterson. Demonsky back. Ends up with Peterson at center. Peterson to Demonsky. Sends it to Penny. Penny will send that long. Takes a bounce off of 1494. Brianna White now. White looking hungry. Through the circle. Looks for the centering pass. Tries to get it to Peterson. Will end up with Gross instead. Peterson will send that shot, and it'll keep going. Until, of course, the goalie stops it. That freezes the puck. And see, that's how hockey works. I'm saying. Peterson on the faceoff. Sends it back to Penny in the opposite corner. Penny. Low. Things starting to get a little fiery. Just a bit. Running clock. I'm assuming it's a 5-goal differential. Depends on the tournament rules, of course, but here it seems to be a 5-goal differential as a running clock. So there you go, another programming note. Maurice wants to send it back. Nobody was there. That's all right. White takes a shot, blocked by a 94. Gross on the chase, line change. Murray taking the shot, save. Murray, shot, save. Rydell keeps that alive in the corner. LaRoche at the goal line. Brings it back around. Curls, shakes off her player. Sends it to Murray. Murray intended for Baden. Ends up with Rydell. Rydell will get that over to LaRoche. Takes an unfortunate bounce off the stick. 1494ers have it for just the briefest of seconds. Pass intended from Baden to Murray. Didn't happen that time. 1494ers just give it right back to the Bears. Murray has 2 in front and 1 behind. Goes off to the right. Six and a half minutes plus a couple of seconds. Hodson tries to sneak it past one of the 94s. Doesn't work, but she still retains control. Baden wanted to get that. 1494's got a lucky chance. Taken away by Rydell. Wallfield, speed in hands, to the center, guides, shot, goes high. Thought I heard a clang. Pretty setup. Would have loved to have seen that turned into a goal. Pizarnik, a little high. 6 minutes flat. Pizarnik now, backhanded shot off the keeper, still loose, but not in the end. Puck frozen, clock continues. Demonsky. Ends up with Wallfield. Wallfield gets it loose, ends up with Pizarnik now. Across the blue line, Pizarnik through the circle. Wallfield has it. Backhanded pass intended for Pizarnik. Ends up with 1494. 3-on-2. Boyle coming in for close support. Wallfield will give chase. Wants to steal it. Penny, Discordia looking. Touch off of Pizarnik. Ends up near Penny. Gross. Chip pass to herself. Manages to get it out to center. Penny and now Peterson finally out, completing the set. Gross not taking no for an answer. Wanted a backhanded pass toward Peterson, was just a little behind her. Bears retained possession thanks to Marcella Maurice. Peterson covering for her at the point. Maurice. Just a little behind one of the 1494 players. Gross to the corner. Maurice, shot, save. 4 minutes flat, and the clock continues. Sorry, that would be a 6-goal differential. I forgot there was a 6th goal. So the clock continues, and apparently they stop. I'm guessing they don't count anything past a 5-goal differential. That's just my guess. Peterson on the face-off. White ends up with it, so Peterson credited for the win on that one, I think. Peterson will have it behind the goal line. Pearl gets on the board again, has the distinction of fighting 2 players. Penny, backhanded, ends up with, oh, Gross, I thought she was going to have it. White, bicycle stop, Maurice has it. White again. Backhanded pass, ends up with Gross. Peterson to the bench. On comes LaRoche. Penny. Shot blocked. Ends up with LaRoche. LaRoche forward to Gross. Stopped, gets across the blue line anyway. 1494s have it. Rydell stops the pass. Behind the goal line. Will set up. Over to Baden. Going to Hodson, back to Baden. Shot from Murray goes just wide to the right. Under 2. Oh, now finally the 6th goal gets up there. Oh, there you go. Maybe not. Maybe I was wrong about the whole not counting 5 beyond. Who knows? $14.94s. Pass to center. Rydell. $14.94s through the circle. Shot ends up going to the left. 116. $14.94s. Had an opportunity. Not that time. Boyle. Wallfield. Well, she wanted to get a pass to her. Didn't happen that time. 1 minute now. 1 minute. $14.94 behind their own net. Pizarnik tries to sneak it away. Forces the pass. 50 seconds. Demonsky. To Pizarnik. Pizarnik dancing. Goes high. 33 seconds. Peterson at the circle. taken away. Pizarnik. Up to Demonsky. Peterson. Looks like she wanted Gross as the intended target. Gets knocked away by something or someone. 1494s with 3 seconds. Can they? Will they? No, they won't. So, first game for the Bears. 6-0 in their favor. Demonsky. Not Demonsky. I'm going to get these names right. Blair pitches a shutout for the first game. Peterson gets a hat trick. Other goals by LaRoche, by Wallfield, and I think Dakota Boyle. Wallfield also got an assist on one of them, I believe, as did Alexa Pizarnik. Sorry, I'm not very good on keeping track of the assists. I apologize for that. But either way, good showing by the Bears. We'll take that. Got another game tonight, 6:40. We'll see you then on rink number 1.